So today, I'm a little bit sick. Today we're gonna take out the headliner, a bunch of interior stuff. Get that right. So basically, first of all, when you want to take the interior out, just so the airbags don't go off or any parts you're gonna want to disconnect. The battery, you can just disconnect the negative side and that'll be fine. And then I'll be showing you guys how to disconnect and take apart the entire headliner to put some Starlight headliner in. So you want to remove these two Phillips and those two Phillips, and then these, be able to pop out the visors. Basically with just a flat head there, and then we take this one out, this whole visor, for both of them will be able to come out. This one is a little bit difficult, but there's a little clips right here and here. You're gonna push up, you're gonna hit a clip, and you're gonna push back in and hit that clip. And then sometimes it doesn't work on that one, so you gotta push back on this one. Find the clip. There you go. See, so there's two clips, one there and then one there. Just wanna push in on them and be able to pull out. And this is the microphone, it's pretty straightforward. I'm gonna push in and it literally just comes straight out. Like so. And then for this one, it's just this clip right here and right here. Disconnect to the box, so you can just push the box back up after, because that is just their microphone. It has two spring clips, so one there, one right there. So just those two. So it's just one right there and there. So right here and here, and then that came out. All I gotta do is just take this out now. Push that in, bam, that's the light. And then the next part would be to take these side pillars off, but you don't need to take them out the safety harness because the safety harness is very difficult to put back on. So you can just take this off, leave it off hanging, and then this is the whole front part is done now. Holy shit. Okay. What we're going to do now is remove these three clips. This one right here. Remove these three clips. Okay, so there's two things. So you see this. I'm gonna get in the middle. So I'm in the middle right now. I'm gonna pop that down, and when that's down, you can see this little white. Get into the white, and pop the white down. Just like that, and then pop the black one out first. Be a little bit easier. Or not, okay. Oh, I got one somewhere. And what we're gonna wanna do now is just remove all the weather guard right here. Probably need to take it all the way down, but just between the A and the B pillar, just like that. For both sides, of course. So once again, we just pulled it off. Very easy. So don't be scared to just rip it off. It's just a few little bolts like that. And then we're gonna take the two 10 mils off. Now don't do what I did and drop the 10. And once again, take this straight off. Don't be scared to just get your fingers in. Just take it off like that. Okay, that's good. And then this again, pull this off. Push the headliner out of it. And then that headliner is now free. See, all the headliner's out. With it out, you're gonna want to remove all of the wiring that you possibly can. So that would be this stuff right here. Okay, and then remove all this back here. So, and then all that, you can see all that in there. Gotta make sure it's all out. Back here too. Oh, there you go. Remove the tape. Clip, clip, clip. So this is one side off fully. I'm just gonna get the other side now. This off now. Unclip the wiring over here. can't even see that. Oh, I can see barely. Oh, okay, so it's just one of those. Oh, okay. There you go. And there you go. So now the headliner is fully disconnected from all the wiring. Now I just gotta take it out. Now, I don't think it's too difficult to take out. Just don't wanna bend it. Take that fully out. Just get that around there. Oh, there you go. And that is the headliner fully out. Doggy came and joined. Looking good. And now it's just very gutted, race car looking. You see the whole airbag, and that's why we disconnect the battery. Because just in case, it's the whole airbag, you never know. Yeah. Okay. Ain't that right, doggies? Yeah. So really for the whole headliner, it's just 4 10 mils, 3 clips, and then just 4 of these screws. So basically what we're needing to do is just punch a bunch of holes to be able to enter all of the fiberglass wires. So you kind of just, I'm just using a pen, like a pin, just punching a bunch of holes. You're gonna want to be careful for how many you have, because if you buy a low amount, you have to do like maybe like a certain per square. But I did buy the 550 one, so I can kind of just do a lot. Currently I have divided them into 3 different kinds, so 3 different sets. So I did the first one here, second one in the middle, and then I'm gonna do the third one at the end. And then you just want to puncture them. They don't go through, just up and down a bit. Puncture them through the hole, and then push it through a bit. And then once again, grab the end, find another hole, get it in, push it through a bit. And then also for this is where the cover is, so you're not needing to do that. And then you just keep doing this over and over until you think you're ready. And one other thing, you're gonna want a hot glue gun. So when you put the microfibers in and you have it set, you can hot glue it just around it so the microfibers don't come back out when you want to put it back. There's a glue gun, probably works the best. Just glue gun it a bit, not even that much. Let it bend a bit, but that's okay. And then you just keep glue gunning every single individual one so it doesn't pull out or fall out when you trim it. So what you're going to do now is once you have hot glued all of them in the back, you cannot see, but there's a bunch of them here. You're wanting to cut them at the right length, just like this. Basically use anything to cut them as close as you can, so they're not visible, of course. Just like this. Just like that. What I've done now, it is almost all ready. Just having to prep it now and probably use masking tape, wherever the masking tape is, somewhere. I use masking tape and you're gonna try and flatten all of this down as much as you can without any of the wires coming out. Because you don't really want it peeking out. Like this side of it looks good, so there's nothing peeking out right now. Like this side, there's a bunch of it peeking out. Same thing as this right here. Okay, now I know what you're thinking. Probably think this is extremely messy. Well, yeah, the whole thing is extremely messy. But This is actually what keeps all the wires down, so when you're wanting to put it into the car, the wires aren't just going to go all over the place. So when you already put it back into the car, the wires will all be in place, and you can just basically push it up, start buttoning stuff down, start putting stuff on, because these edges, if they have anything pushing against it, these might be popping out. Same thing as like this edge, and that edge. So that's why you're wanting everything in the middle. And then this is where I'm leaving it. So I just did some zap straps straight out here. So I tried to do all the big cluster was right here, because that's where not everything is. So then it's gonna be like this, zap straps right out. This is gonna go through the glove box there. This is gonna go straight into the glove box, and yeah. What I've done to the car is I've cut a little hole right about there. Right about there, you can see that. And I've cut that hole so I can then enter into here, so I can then put the box. Because a lot of people did wiring, so it goes all the way back here and into the back. But I'm wanting direct access to the box, so I'm just gonna put it inside my glove box. So once you get it in, you wanna put this, or these 3 clips in first, and then get these side pillars pushed on. Because this part is hanging, that's the part you're gonna wanna do last, because of course there's wiring here, you have to put that up, and then of course you have to enter the the fiberglass through that, and put that into there, of course. So that's why I suggest you just put this on first, so the back is already all set. Now all you gotta do is just worry about the front. And yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta do now. Make sure these are put on after, and so calm. So what I did is I ran this down. Turns out probably didn't need to cut that hole, because you can open it up, as you can see. Take the end off. So I just ran it through. Obviously a little bit better here. I ran it through there. Basically just straight down in here, and it cut to the left or to the right, whichever way you want to say. And then I just had to go behind, because when you close the glove box, this box right here, like this little area gets closed off. So the only entrance that you can enter actually is just right here. So right there, you're gonna have it like that, and it's gonna have the box right there. All we're gonna do is gonna screw this in right here. Sorry, screw this in. I'll get some light. So screw these in, push those up, screw that in, pop that clip in, pop that clip in, screw that in, and then this should be much easier just because there's a lot of wires here. And then of course you put the sides on right after. But yeah, almost complete. The final product. So, I mean, I guess it's a little messy in here. This is just the box, and the wires just go up. But of course, I mean, messy is sometimes how it works. So, closes perfectly fine, and fits extremely well. So it's just running there, and there's absolutely no way to be able to see it any other way. And I think it turned out absolutely amazing. Very, very happy about it. Once again, open this. It's not super clean, but everything I need in there is in there. It's easily closable again. So I know this doesn't seem too bright. From the outside, the entire car is glowing. And this is what it looks like. I think it looks pretty good. So yeah, real happy about it.